Hello students, welcome to the BYK College of Commerce online lecture series for class 11th, subject English. We are going to deal with the section 3 writing skills, and in the 3.2 we have a blog writing, which is a very creative type of writing skill, and this can be learned and achieved only through regular watching, practice, reading blogs on the internet. We'll have a short introduction before we actually deal with the writing skill here. Let me tell you that the best thing you write is better than the worst thing you didn't write. So the best thing is to write first. Whether it is right or wrong, that is different. So the best thing to write is better than the worst thing you didn't write. So attempting to write is the fundamental basic of writing blog. Also, if you cannot do great things, you can do small things in a great way. So creating very small blogs in the beginning is certainly going to help you to become a very successful blogger one day. So one by one we'll see. The objectives for this particular session are to understand what is a blog, to know the purpose of blog or the purpose of blogging, and what is the reason for a blogger to create a blog, importance of blogging. Then actually we'll see the actual format, structure, content, the writing limits of a blog. We are going to have a look at some templates, some examples of some very famous popular blogs, and last but not the least, the steps to prepare a blog online. So actually a blog is prepared online, but as this is a writing skill, you have to write on your answer paper. As it is a writing skill, you have to write the content and in the particular format according to the steps and whatever is required to complete the blog. Let us go ahead. Let us try to understand what is a blog first. You must have actually read many blogs, or if you want to understand a blog, you can say that it is a regularly updated website or a web page. A blog is on the website of a particular person who has created his or her website, and on that page we have an option called as blog or blogging, where people typically, or for their particular use, write information in a informal or conversational style depending on their own ways of freedom to create their own blog. And this is a particular page on the site which is regularly updated. There are changes in it regularly. It is also an abbreviation used for the word weblog. So blog on the website is weblog. Here the information put on the website is in the reverse chronological order. So latest posts appear first. So whatever you have posted, maybe recently, they appear first and not the previous ones. So this is the basic funda of blog. It is referred to as blog posts. So whatever you post on your blog are your blog posts. Okay. Purpose. Why should we write a blog? What is the purpose? First and foremost thing is to open up with your thoughts and opinions. Just open up. You feel to write, you have written. Second is, in order to market or promote something, you have something in your mind and you feel that particular thing should reach to the people in a particular way. So you can promote that particular thing in your own style on the blog. To help people to do something, to establish yourself as an expert in a particular field of your own interest. So how have you established and gained excellence in that particular field can be well expressed on the blog. To connect with people, to make a difference, influencing people in a different way, to stay active or acknowledgeable in the field or topic, to make money, maybe through business, and to be creative. Something new has come to your mind and you wish to share it with the people, you can share it on your blog that this is something novel that has come to your mind. So there are so many other purposes also. So these can be the basic purposes of writing a blog. Importance of blogs or blogging. Why it is so important? It refines your thoughts on everything that you read about. So thought process continues till the end. And once you start writing, you will never feel satisfied with what you have written. You will go on writing. So writing is a creative process and there is always a development in your thought. So that development should reach to the expression on your blogs. It rewards the creator in many ways, whether you are a blog owner or writer in this case, you get some rewards. Maybe you get paid for it. So knowledge always comes, it develops, it increases, and it also increases the willpower of the creator and writers to write more and more. So this thirst never decreases once it starts. Connecting with people in a particular mindset with the same people with same interests get connected with you, and maybe you have a very good follow up of people, fan following we can call it as. It allows you to showcase your skills, creativity and talent. So your creativity, your skills, your talent can reach to the people. So this is the most important thing, what you have in you. So many non-profit organizations, they can use blogs to raise awareness, run social media campaigns and influence public opinion. So it is just like influencing people, suggesting them, changing their minds to act on what you wish. It provides a platform for your ideas and emotions. So your ideas can reach to the people. Your thoughts can reach to the people through this very creative platform, that is blogging. Benefits. Let us continue with some benefits, more benefits. It can become a source of your passive income. It can give you good money. Many have turned millionaires and billionaires out of writing blogs. They earn you more exposure. The more you keep writing, the more you get exposed to new things each day, each moment. It can help you to sell your product. So you can become a very successful entrepreneur through this particular blogging. You can make your online identity and have full control over it. Online marketing, online selling strategies, online business, online sharing of views, online teaching, online learning, so many other online activities we have seen throughout these days, and we can get full control over it. They will make you become a better writer over the time. So writing, as we have already discussed this point, you can become a very good writer. So writer will certainly, writing skills is certainly going to enhance. Can build a very good network of people. You can reach out to people with your perspective, thoughts about a topic or a subject. So your own perspective, what you have in your mind and how to put it in front of people, in which way, in which design, in which format, in which what content, is certainly going to help you. This is also important, whether blog, what is the difference between a blog and a website. So basic, this should be known. So this is also an attempt. This slide is an attempt to make the difference. The only difference is that blogs are regularly updated with new content, which is displayed in reverse chronological order. Reverse means the latest thing, they appear first. Typical websites are static. They are unchanged in nature. Maybe for many days, many months, they remain the same. And where content is organized in pages, they are not updated frequently. They remain there for many days. Maybe each day they are not updated. Whereas a blog is dynamic, it is always changing and it is usually updated more frequently. Blogs can be a part of a larger website. So it is a very small option on the website blogging. Often businesses have a blog section where they regularly create posts to inform and educate their customers. Information is circulated very fast online through blog section. In simple terms, all blogs can be a website or a part of a website. However, not all websites can be called as blogs. So website is not a blog, but a blog remains as an option on, can remain as an option on a website. So let us try to understand writing a blog. The prerequisites, what are the requirements of writing a blog? First of all, if you are making your blog online, you should have a domain name for that. This will be the blog's address and what users will type in their browser to visit it. So for example, www.musicalbeats.com. So this is the address of a blog, a blogger. That is a domain name. So this is called as a domain name. Then you should have a hosting account, a platform where you can host your blog on that particular website. So this will be the home of your blog's files. All blogs will be related and will be stored here so that the viewers can easily click on the blogs options and read accordingly. So basic understanding of how these things work with your website. So this is a freedom to the blogger. How will the information flow on the blog? What should come first? What should come next? What should be the end? What should be the basic content? What are the possible design? What is the possible design on which he is to work? What will be the framework? What will be the pictures, the snaps included in that particular blog? So basic understanding of how these things work with your website is very important. Some things you have to note. These are recommended. You can go to www.wordpress.com and get these things mentioned above within few steps. So there are so many websites for people who can freshly start blogging or making their own blogs. The first timers can easily understand things on this wordpress.com. Without the above mentioned things, it is not possible to have a personal blogging website. So without a domain name, without your account, website account, and basic understanding of all this, you cannot start, you cannot know, you cannot possibly learn to blog. You can also contact popular domain register and hosting service providers like GoDaddy.com and BigRock.com for the same. So there are so many other service providers where you can take help to register your domain and start blogging accordingly. Okay. Now this is something concrete and basic. Structure of a blog. Actually, before I show you something, let me tell you that blogging is a blogger's own freedom, own style, own expression, own format, own content, own choice of titles and the words used in the blog. So structure can just help you to go ahead. It is not that this can be the structure. For example, when I show you this, something at the top, something at the middle, and something at the end. If you're writing a very small type of blog, this is sufficient. So where you have a title, you have a heading, what is the objective, what is the blog about. In the main content, you can show that why, what can help people through this blog, what is your purpose behind this, where you can share your ideas, your emotions, your expression, the benefits of your blog, the benefits, maybe if it is a product, the benefits of the product. In the sidebar, you can mention something else about the product, maybe something else about what you're writing about. And in the footer, you can basically give your contacts, maybe your address of the Facebook, maybe your Twitter handle address, contact, maybe your WhatsApp number, maybe your address, your office address, maybe something else that will attract the people, maybe their suggestions, a suggestion box you can give, maybe their views, maybe something else can be mentioned in the footer which you wish the people should relate to you again and again, come back to you again and again, communicate with you as the owner of the blog. And this, I think, will be sufficient for each and every student to know that the basic structure of a blog can change according to the purpose, according to the objective of a blog. Therefore, the appearance of blogs changed over time, and nowadays blogs include different items, but most blogs include some standard features and structure. Here are some common features. What are the common features? The header with the menu or navigation bar. Header is there. Then menu is there. Main content area where you can highlight the latest blog posts are there. Maybe your links regarding previous posts. Sidebar with social profiles, favorite content, or any other thing that you wish to share with the viewers, with the readers. Footer is something that is relevant to the disclaimer, privacy policy, contact page, and many other things that you wish to relate to the viewers. This is one example. Just see this. This address is perfectenglishgrammar.com, where the blogger has given the title here, then welcome, then some things on the blog which people will wish to learn about English, and again here something else, maybe views of the student, and before that some catchy lines, some options here. What are the courses on this site? How are they explained, and what are the exercises? So this is just a part of this particular blog which I am showing you, and it is not a complete blog. It is just one example. One more blog we'll see from www.bbc.co.uk. about it is about learning English. It is inspiring language learning since 1943. So this is the blog. They have put a wonderful picture here. Then the titles, what are the things available on the site. And this particular blog will help students to know about this learning English strategy. One more example. It is about, see the address, www.fluentu.com English. Fluentu.com. It is one more site where you can develop your fluency in English, and this is the title. These are some images, and this is something about the Fluent U English Immersion Online. So a blog can be a blogger's own design, own style. One more we'll see, myenglishteacher.eu. This is the website, and where this is the title. There are different examples, and there are so many other examples by the blogger in order to so this can be well understood. Here are some impressive lines. Here are different links on the same blog, maybe previous ones. One more blog, English with advice.com. This is a free mini course, how to learn to communicate effectively with the skills you have. 3 strategies to implement today. Here is the main content you can go through. Here is one image, a person studying this on the tab, and very well expressed 3 important catchy questions. Okay. One more, deepenglish.com, where this particular blog will help learn English with stories, how to improve your listening and speaking, how to train your ears to understand fast English, learn English grammar, vocabulary. Then there are 2 important links, English students and English teachers, where you can find the number of communications done with the students and the teachers. So very good site, good blog on the site you can see. Now, let me give you very important, great links to go through before you plan your own blog. So you can, at least you should read 50 to 60 very good blogs before you plan your own blog. So these links will help you. You can go through these links. You can click on this or enter this particular link on the address bar. This continues. These are more links for you, and they are really helpful. This is the first set of links, and this is second set of links. Fine. I also suggest that you have to read the lesson from the textbook very thoroughly. Plan your own blog accordingly. Okay. Now, let me tell you that you have to start writing your own blog, because you know what is best in you. You have to project your own inbuilt skill, talent, and excellence in front of people to show off your identity, to express your thoughts. This is nothing but to avail your freedom to express yourself. So take your own freedom. How can you take your own freedom? You can make your own rules, your own design, your own format to create your blog. Also, you can stay in tune with people to share your ideas, emotions, thoughts, business, and your own dream creations. Therefore, students, very soon the people will ask you, do you have your own blog? Very soon. The time has come to have your own blog, to express yourself. And have you made an attempt to design, compile, and present your own blog? This can be one of the questions asked to you. If you actually have a blog, have you shared it with the people? And also you can write your blog on, there are some suggestions. You can write on your experiences at your college campus. You can write about your hobbies and your interests. You can write about your passion, your dreams, your plans, your friends and support. You can write about caring and sharing fundas. You can write about any business plan, or if you have any product in your mind, any design in your mind, you can share it with the people through your blog. Maybe you are a nature lover, you can write about your love for nature. Maybe you are a social worker, your social contribution in any of your fields, or any motivational fact you have in your mind, or you can write also about health, safety, and body fitness. So there are n number of subjects, n number of topics, n number of ideas that come to your mind, and you can share it on your blog every now and then, or maybe you can write on all of these topics on your blog. So it is an unending process. It is a ever continuous creative type of process. Blog writing will always excel in its creation day by day, and therefore we as bloggers can also excel ourselves when we write actually. So writing is very important. So keep writing, keep sharing, keep expressing, and keep motivating people in your own way. Thank you. Thank you very much.